Welcome in, lovely loves. As you may already be able to tell, this is a different style reading than the one that I normally do. So, this will be more of a podcast style reading. And before I get into any more information, I just wanted to mention that if you have been following me, there was a short where I spoke about somebody who came on with a comment, and I just wanted to mention that the comment that they made was that they could not hear my audio correctly. So, with that being said, that to me was a red flag, and there are many readers like myself who are going through unfortunate cases of being scammed. I just want to mention that this on YouTube at Sacred Love 8 is my only social media account. You will not find me on Instagram, TikTok, or Facebook. If you do, or if you hear any other videos with the likeness of my voice, it is not me. Please do not fall for any scams. More often than not, it happens to the bigger creators in their fields. So it's not only just in spirituality, but here we go. This is what we are dealing with. I will never reach out to you from this YouTube. So if anyone should, through a comment, if any comments are made from my page, it is not me, because my comments are muted and I am not currently commenting on anybody else's content. So before we jump in, I wanted to just make mention of that. Therefore, if anything were to occur futuristically, then you already know, I already know, there is witness and testimony to what has been taking place or may. All right. So, whoever you are, we are an open community wherever you are in life's journey. You're welcome here. We celebrate our diversity and we value the wholeness made possible in a community shared by all. We are committed to fostering a community that feels safe and where all feel valued, which is another reason why I have my comment section turned off, because there are many individuals who are energy vampires, and they are trolls. They are just coming onto people's pages to cause interruption and disruption, and we are not here for that, okay? We have a job to do just like anyone else, and those people would not like, if they had a real job, anyone to disturb their livelihood and way of having financial stability for themselves. So, Holy Spirit, please surround and protect us in blessings of love and light, healing and grace. Please offer aligned messages of truth for the greater good of the collective. Saint Michael the Archangel, please transmute negative to positive energy. And Spirit Team of the highest light, as well, Divine Source, please protect us from any and every malevolent spirit, being, or force. So in addition to what it is that I was saying, please do not allow for yourself to be scammed on any other social media, as well here on YouTube. I only have one, and if you are interested in a mini, extended, or personal reading, those can be scheduled through Ko-fi at ko-fi/sacred love. That is the only place that I am accepting payments for those readings. And without further ado, I'm going to see what messages Spirit has for us in regards to love. This card here is external validation is not required. So any validation outside of yourself, no matter what it is that you are moving through at this time, it's just not necessary. You're everything to someone, and they knew from the moment that they met you that they loved you. This is a love at first sight kind of vibe, connection, and possibly relationship. So now we have quantum leap after transformation and rebirth. That may align with you as well, the person that is connected to you and showing up in this reading. You may currently both be growing through a rebirth, which is almost like, what do I like to call that? I have a coin that represents it. So you're going through a refinement period, or you may just be coming out of that, and get ready because after that, you are going to be quantum leaping into the next level of growth for yourself. Now we have 910 Libra from September 23rd to October 22nd. So Libra may align as a zodiac sign for you, this person that's showing up in your reading, someone else that's in your energetic field, or a season that something will manifest, cultivate, or come into fruition if it hasn't already. Now we have downplaying a situation, but you have the upper hand, and you is underlined. So maybe there is a situation that you are not seeing yourself in the fullness of, or somebody is trying to invalidate you in a certain regard, but you know who it is that you are. You know what it is that you had to do to get to the version, the level up of growth that you will be going to, right? Because we spoke about that refinement and rebirth, and that's not easy to navigate, most especially if you are doing it on your own. Well, now we have support is on the way, relax. So, whether that means that you will be coming into alignment with this divine counterpart, or your divine spirit team will be assisting behind the scenes as well, you may actually be coming into alignment with soul family. In a certain regard, support is on the way in whatever way that means for you. So now we have, can you ever forgive me? I regret my actions. Can we please start new? So this person that may be Libra, I won't know, and it will be different for everybody, of course, but they live in regret every day, knowing that they hurt you and that you are not physically in communion right now. This may even indicate that somebody wants to swipe the slate clean and start brand new, like in terms of going to one spot and meeting each other there and pretending, like doing a role play where you pretend you meet each other for the very first time and you start from scratch, like you start brand new. New beginnings, maybe with an old person, may be relevant here. So now we have remote viewing and spying. So somebody definitely is remote viewing and spying on you at this time. I am not sure if it is for good reason or just because they would like to come back into your life and they're feeling remorse for what brought you to the state or place of separation. I'm going to see what else our spirit guides. Okay, so we have make room for the fruition of manifested desires and miracles. That seems to be coming out quite frequently in some of these readings lately. And when you remove the past burdens and baggage that you no longer need because they are not serving you, you make room for the new. And even in terms of this connection of whatever did bring you to the place or state of separation, if you allow for that to just be released and not carry that contention around, that may just be a catalyst for a different kind of connection this time around. So our next message is powerful sense of belonging. And this one, for sure, without a shadow of a doubt, has been coming up in almost every reading. You give this person a powerful sense of belonging, and they may with you as well. They may be, and you, a light that continues to guide each other through these times. In several of the readings that I had just done prior to this, "You are my guiding light" came out in those readings. And again, I will mention if I'm speaking about something that it has relevance or resonance for one or more of you here tuned in. Ooh, so now this one says, "Say I'm the one, cause baby you're a 10, real," and real is underlined, "and not pretend. This love is the real thing." So this is lyrics from Sure Thing by Miguel. You may find that there are aligning messages in the lyrics of that song that could apply here. If you were interested, you may do a deep dive into that. We have 6-7 Cancer, June 21st to July 22nd. I get stumped up every time I say the first two numbers that I said, because some people say that it's like a curse, it brings on bad things, and I'm like, what are you talking about, Willis? Like, they are just numbers. So I don't really know. Sometimes I'm hopeful that, that is safe for me to use here for you, my lovely loves. But this is indicating that there is a Cancerian zodiac, or from, and we are currently in this season, June 21st through July 22nd, you may be receiving a confession, because the next card here is someone is about to reveal a confession. So if you've been feeling a pull on your energy, if you've been feeling anxiety, bouts of instability, you haven't been able to sleep at night, that's also a sure tell sign that someone else is pulling on your energy. And in fact, in one of the previous readings that I had before this, there were two messages back to back that were saying that someone continuously is losing sleep over you. So they just need to move out of that refinement period, right? And into that quantum leap. They need to allow for themselves to feel confident. No matter what occurred in the past, that was the past. That was then, this is now. You may have both been in different energy. You may have ascended, evolved, and awoken, expanded yourselves both to a level of growth to where you have a higher and deeper understanding of yourselves and each other. And as far as this connection goes, this person is at a crossroads. They don't know whether they should come and say something to you or not. And what I am feeling when it comes to that is that in regards to that confession, they don't know exactly how you're going to take it, what you're going to say, what your reaction is, how you're going to feel about it. There may be something underlying when they come to you that they are looking for in their life and they haven't been able to find it elsewhere. There are several different ways that these messages may align. Our next card here reads that you are an infinite soul. So even though we have what is considered a perceived death within regards to our avatar, our spirit and our soul remains living, and we are infinite beings. So that's just saying that you may have an infinite eternal bond with this connection, and it may be soul deep. Now we have limitless possibilities, opportunities, and potentialities exist. Stop stressing. So allow for yourself to be open at this time. That was a message that has also been coming through. Allow for yourself to be open to receive. And even if you don't want to hear from this person, like even if this person is not technically somebody that you would like to hear from at this time. There may be, like I said, an underlying reason then that you come into connection, either to find clarity and have validation and closure over what occurred in the past, or in order to come into this connection anew. So, again, the choice and the decision is entirely and completely up to you. I am only here to foster guidance. When it comes to actioning the guidance that I give you, that is entirely and completely up to you. And if you have a divine team that you convene with, you may meditate and pray over messages received. This person wants to explore every inch of you, so they not only think about you in regards to how they knew you in the past and maybe what it is that you have evolved to. They're remote viewing you so they know, right, how far you've ascended and what you've been able to overcome. And they may even be a part of your guidance system and you are unaware of it. But they want to get intimate with you. They not only are turned on by your intellect, but they really enjoy the physicality of you. So now we have seasons change, and I will love you through them all. So that may be metaphorically speaking, or in terms of leaving that refinement, moving into that quantum leap, and jumping into a new season with one another as well. We did just leave Gemini season. We are now in Cancerian season, and we are getting ready to have a full moon in Gemini. I'm not sure exactly what sign we will be going retrograde in, but the full moon and retrograde will be aligning, and sometimes that brings back people from the past, again, whether this is somebody that you want to communicate with or not. So do be mindful of that. We're moving into that. That will occur, I believe, on June 29th. Right now we are at June 26th. So the next message here we have is stable, unconditionally loving union. So what this is representing, obviously, is that this is an unconditional love. So they love you unconditionally. You may love them unconditionally. That may indicate that you still have love that will continue spanning infinitely, just like your souls. Okay, so now I did get a pretty decent amount of cards come out here. We'll see how far this takes us to. Unfair projections due to jaded perceptions from the lens of someone else's awareness. So there may be someone else that is not viewing you from the highest vantage point of integrity, and they may be projecting onto either you, this other person, or your divine union. And when it speaks about a jaded perception, more often than not, that means that somebody is coming from a wounded lens and their false self. So this may even be in regards to this person. They may not be seeing you from the highest vantage point of perspective, or in the past they may have not seen you in the best light. Allow for yourself to reach and meet each other where you are now. Yes, you may need to have clarity and validation and closure of the things that have happened in the past, but you are two completely different people, and you're coming into a new beginning with one another. Do not allow for these people with their jaded perceptions to take you from what it is that you know to be truth within yourself, within this person, or within this connection. A card in the beginning that spoke about support is on its way, relax. So there you go. Not only is it on its way, now it is here. It is in real lifetime that you are fully supported and protected. Okay? And this love union, if it is something that you would like to explore, it may even mean that you and this divine counterpart are, in fact and indeed, divinely going to be brought together at the right time. If there was a separation, it may have been due to a divine intervention. Anything that is divinely fated or destined will never pass us by. So even if you weren't in alignment at that time, prior or previous when you were in connection, now might be the time, because you are fully supported and protected by the divine at all times. Okay? I just wanted to mention that to love and to feel loved is to feel the sun from both sides. So, again, with just being open to receive that love and giving that love. And even when I reference, there's a tattoo that I have on my wrist, it's a heart with an infinity sign. I will show that infinity and how the energy moves from one side of that infinity and flows through the other side of that infinity. That, again, is in representation of the infinite soul bond and love, that unconditional love that spans lifetimes and continues to keep you connected with the red thread of fate. So here we go. Reunion is closer than you think. So it may even be with the Libra zodiac sign in this Cancerian energy that you have reunion. Do take the messages as they are resonant for you. Next, we have they will never falter or waver you. This connection, your love, or the future that you have with one another, that is beautiful. And that also represents the fact that they will never allow for you to leave their presence. And I'm starting to feel goosebumps well up. It's kind of making me feel a little bit emotional, but they will never allow for you to leave their presence without knowing definitively, without a shadow of a doubt, that you are loved, how much you are loved, that you are worthy of love, and they're going to be a partner and a team player. This is not going to be someone that you have to carry everything and all the weight in the relationship. No, this is going to be equal and it's going to be balanced. But you both may have or may still be growing through that refinement and that rebirth. And like I had stated, that is not easy. You have to process and grow through your shadow aspects to come out on the other side in the light. And that is not easy, because sometimes we don't even know where things are rooted from to even know how to begin releasing that baggage and burden. As well, sometimes things are rooted from a past life, or even there are things that are occurring and they are contracted, or there are vows like of poverty that somebody put against us in a past life and now we're having to deal with it here. So the level of depth of the mess, quote unquote, it's freaking insane, right? Sometimes for some people, because of the things that we carry, such as abandonment wounds, childhood trauma, rejection wounds. Sometimes we even carry persecution, humiliation, and those are from lifetimes prior if you haven't experienced it here. So do be mindful just to have compassion, empathy, and grace for yourself and this person as you grow through and move through this time period. Now we have trust your inner compass. So honor and trust the vision that you have for your life and in terms of love, and do not accept anything less. Never settle for less than what it is that you truly desire and deserve. Now we have medium to large build. Again, these messages may align with you, this divine counterpart that is coming through, or someone else that is in your reading, that is in your energy, such as this person who has come in with the jaded perceptions. If that doesn't align to your person, they may have had jaded perceptions about you until they actually did the remote viewing and spying on you, and they're like, damn, wow, I am mind blown. I can't believe that this person is who it is that they are. I can't believe that they are who they said they were from the very beginning, because sometimes people base certain relationships off of what they dealt with in the past or what they are currently viewing within regards to other people around them. And there's a lot of false, fugazi shit that is taking place. And people who are not fully in alignment or are coming from the true lens of themselves and the highest vantage point of perspective within regards to their relationship, or even how they perceive others and where they are coming from. Okay. This may align with the message we received prior, but it doesn't have to. Again, do take the messages that are resonant only, claim what fits, and leave the rest for someone else. Now we have strong and fit, but soft, empathic, and compassionate, a kind, caring soul. So that may be you, this divine partner, again, or someone else that is in your energy. I'm feeling as though it may be the divine partner if it doesn't align with you. Now we have smoother than a fresh jar of Skippy. So this person may come in on smooth vibes, and they might try to gaslight or talk you into something. So do be mindful of that. But they just may be smooth in their demeanor. They may have overcome things within themselves to where they are not living in chaos, and they are not living in the self-imposed mental prison that they may have been prior when you were in communication before. That may even be you as well, that you are both moving from a mental prison of jaded perceptions about one another. Again, do take the messages as they apply. Now we have small to medium build. So we had small to medium, medium to large, and that someone was strong and fit. You are my missing puzzle piece. So that's funny because I literally am looking at the puzzle in front of me, which is what I typically do my readings on. It is a puzzle creation that I have done. But anyway, this person may have everything that they could possibly want, wish, hope, and desire in their life. So they may have secured their bag to level of success. They may be standing 10 toes on business, and they may be a boss in a certain regard. That's what I'm feeling. But they may also, this has been coming up, so if this fits, obviously claim it. If not, don't. It has been coming into the awareness of my readings that there is an avoidant person who, due to the jaded perceptions of their guardians or parents, whoever it is that they saw growing up, they mirrored them, and it is due to a cycle that was created through their ancestral bloodline, to where instead of feeling the feels and speaking them out and allowing for themselves to have a healthy communication within their relationship, they threw themselves into work, and work then became an obligation over their healing and became a third party in between you and this partner. Again, it may not align, only take what does, but they may have everything that they need. So they may have a loving, supportive family. They may have friends that they have established a good dynamic with. They may have, again, that bag of level of success, so they are doing the damn thing, basically, within their field. But you are that missing piece, and the only thing that they need in order for them to feel complete. That's kind of deep, actually. You may both. That may be a shared togetherness, though it doesn't have to be, because sometimes we just are residing on different levels of frequency, and obviously we have evolved to different levels of growth. Many messages as well that have been coming through are that there is a divine contracted work with a divine counterpart. So we'll have to see if that comes up here or not. Next message we have here is chemistry is you touching my mind and setting my body on fire. I actually have a reading with that as the title. So that may have messages that align here if that is calling for you to go tune in for that reading. But again, and now this is just validation and clarification of what it is that I had stated earlier, that they are in love with your intellect. They know that you are emotionally mature. You don't take crap from anyone, and you walk your authentic truth in the autonomous sovereignty of yourself. So that's a turn on to them. And the chemistry between you, like the electric vibe and pulse touching their mind, is setting their body on fire. And I can honestly say that I'm the same way. I don't want it to seem as though I fall in love with words, because that's definitely not the case. But when you have the full package, it just hits different. It hits different. Okay, so now we have embrace the glorious mess that you are. And I just wanted to speak about that a little more. I can't believe I didn't earlier. I wanted to, and I moved on to something else when I spoke about a mess. But life, love, and just people in general are messy. So embrace the mess, that maybe has even occurred here in regards to this connection. Embrace it for what it is and be grateful that you have come out the other side. Now we have remember your why and keep it at the forefront through your healing and growth process. So remember why you started ascending, evolving, and expanding and growing, not only for yourself and your level of bag to success, but in order for you to move through and work through the things that are no longer serving, so that you can come into alignment with a divine counterpart. And do be mindful that this divine counterpart will have to be doing inner work that is necessary also. They are not going to be able to just ride your coattails or have the extended version of you without doing the inner necessary work that is required. I received back-to-back messages that flew onto the floor. The first one is a surprise is coming. The second one is ruminating, release control. It said that reunion is closer than you think, so that could be the surprise that is coming. Communication may be coming. A new person in this Cancerian season. If you hear anything kind of clicking in the background, I'll click them for you to hear. I'm messing around with my crystals a little bit, just holding on to them as I do this reading for you. But this person may even know that they're coming into your physicality and they are ruminating and need to really release control. You may also have to release control over an outcome that may align with one or both of you. The fact that this person has to come in with communication, they may be ruminating and not exactly sure how to express themselves to you, again, because they don't know if we had that card there that said to feel the sun from both sides. They don't know how it is that you're going to react to them. They don't know what your response is going to be. And that's scary AF for them. They can't see into the future enough to know what is going to occur. But we're just going to get a few more here. And actually, oh no, more than a few have flipped in the deck already. So release burdens was one of the cards that was attached to the others that was not flipped. We've been speaking about that. Make sure that you are doing the inner work so that you can reach each other on the same level playing field. But this person, they also, again, have to be releasing their burdens, their baggage, conditioning, cycles, karmic justices, like, the darkness of karma that may be coming back around in a certain regard, abandonment wounds, all of the things that we spoke about. Childhood healing is something that continues to come up. There may be something that was triggered for one or both of you in your childhood that you are still holding on to and you need to process. Now we have Stairway to Heaven. Oh my gosh. So it's like, to me, what Spirit is pulling through right now is like, just take the first step. Oh my gosh. And the goosebumps are coming. Just because you cannot see the full staircase does not mean that things will not open up for you. You just have to take the first step. That's what I'm hearing. And the goosebumps are like they have ascended all the way up to my head. So that's my spiritual significance, that is in alignment with what you should be hearing, because Spirit is bringing it through with the goosebumps for clarification. Now we have explore the best case scenario. Everything is working out for you. Relax. So that's the second message that we had that said relax. And of course, everything will work out for you in the best case scenario because you have the support and the assistance of the divine. Now we have zoom out to see the full picture. So you may have your eye so close on just one minute little area of this connection or this person, but you're not able to see the fullness of what may occur within regards to this connection. Our next message here says balance effort, trust, and attention with surrender. Okay, so allow for yourself to make and take the effort of working through what no longer serves and even leaning in on filling your abundant cup till it overflows. Trust that the divine will never anything that is not meant for you. Trust that you are fully supported and assisted at this time, but also allow for yourself to surrender too. So lean in on the guidance of the trust that you have within yourself, but balance that out with the effort that you will be making and taking in order to release what no longer serves and heal yourself. So speaking about the childhood trauma and healing your inner child, that may even help with this situation because you are in free-flowing energy and it's easier to align with one another, to address each other. But even just surrendering and allowing for the universe to lead, allowing for you to put that trust where it needs to go. Now we have ascend, awaken, heal. So that kind of goes in alignment with this card that we just received. But as you ascend, of course, you will awaken and heal. As you heal, you will awaken and ascend. As you awaken, you will ascend and heal. They all are in alignment with one another. That's that refinement period, right? You may be ascending and transcending and transmuting bullshit that has occurred, even in regards to this person that has had this jaded perception and may have been a disruption or interruption between you and this divine counterpart. This next message is soulful expressions. It's a soul thing. So this is soul deep. This is a soul deep, infinite, eternal bond that spans lifetimes. Next, we have nerves of steel. So this person or you, whoever initiates the reunion and the communication between both of you, they're going to have nerves of steel. And that may even indicate that within regards to what has occurred in the past, it may have given you nerves of steel. You may give each other that when you come into alignment because you allow for each other to have that powerful sense of belonging. It may even be that you both are growing through your refinement period and you only have, so like what I'm seeing in my mind's eye or what I'm feeling is that you have that one last nerve and someone just wants to come in and jump on it, you know, that type of vibe. So I'm hoping that when they come in with full disclosure and transparency, and that they do not try to gaslight you or get you to believe something that isn't true. But either way, you're both going to have nerves of steel because you are indescribable. You are undescribable. This love is irreplaceable and undeniable, and you are unforgettable. The way that you touch this person and you are able even to reach them soul deep and they are able to reach you soul deep, it's kind of like off-putting, but not off-putting in a way that it's like you're going to be repelled against each other or from each other, though that does happen with twin flame and soulmate connections because sometimes you are not a vibrational match. So it's like you are the magnets, but you're being pulled apart. You're not being brought together. But it can indicate that someone else, like that external voice of somebody who has a jaded perception, is going to have nerves of steel to try and get in between what it is that you and this person will have established with one another. Now we have your someone's favorite notification. So someone loves seeing your name lit up on their screen, and they may never even honestly tell you that, but also in other readings just recently that I have done, and I do apologize for referencing them, but there's a reason. If I reference something, it may align with one or more of you in this lovely love community and soul tribe, or you know, I just want to keep having things in alignment so that you know, oh, this last reading that I tuned in for, that energy of that reading is in alignment with this reading and vibe. So anyway, now we have leap of faith with quantum leap after transformation and rebirth. And now the last card that I pulled here says quantum leap. So you will be taking a quantum leap, obviously, after this rebirth and refinement period. That may be a quantum leap on your own before you're brought into alignment with this person, or it may be a quantum leap that you take with one another So now I'm just going to get some clarifying and validating messages from my colorful channeled deck. Wow. Okay, so I'm just gonna give them to you as they came out because two of them came out together, then one by itself, then a whole bunch of them came out. So the first two that came out together were you make me want to be a better version and person. Going back, I don't know if I ever said it. Did I say that this person thinks that you are their favorite and that you are their everything? I think I got caught up then moving on to the quantum leap. But those are messages that are coming through together. So I'm surprised that those two messages didn't come out here. But I haven't obviously went through the rest of the deck. And you make this person want to be a better version and person. So they will do the inner work that is necessary and required. They're going to have to do things on their own before you are able to come into partnership and work through things even more profoundly as well, you, in order to come into alignment. Now we have you are my greatest and sweetest escape. So when they have time throughout their days, it's like they take little sips of you. So it could be like first thing in the morning when they wake up, before they have anything going on. In their mind, they think of you and what it is that you're going to do for your day. They might even be remote viewing you while you're sleeping and watching you sleep, which is so sweet but kind of creepy at the same time. Um, but if they are able even to feel like an energetic pull from you due to them sending energy to you and you sending it back to them, that may be a way that they are able to lean in on the greatest and sweetest escape in you. Like they do that deep dive in you, and they may be attempting to get to know you better just as a means to understand you better. I wanted to speak about how there are certain messages in my heart that have been coming up in the readings to where it's like it speaks about I can be doing anything, and just like that, boom, I think of you. How do you do that? So sometimes people have such a strong connection that they believe that somebody has done like a love spell on them or something. But when you have the level of soul depth that you have that's showing up here in this reading, and even if it is a twin flame or soulmate connection, of course it's going to hit so much more profoundly than if it would just be a karmic partner or a kingdom spouse. The level of depth that you hold spans lifetimes. So the growth, the love, the lessons, the mess, all of it is continuing on and on and on. But they sometimes even can't wait to get to the point where they can have those sweet moments of escape, that they can either remote view you, tune in to your frequency and your vibration, or kind of just like have these loving intentions. So this is the one that came out by itself. It said explore dormant childhood dreams. That continues to come up. And again, that may mean right here, the next message, your dream job, career, or position is on its way to you and the financial gain will be high. So get ready. Even exploring these dormant childhood dreams is a way to offer yourself healing, and that may lead you into this dream job, career, or position. It's on its way. And if you've been experiencing financial instability, just know that that's also going to be rectified, and that may even be something that is or occurs when you come into alignment again with this divine union of work, divine work with this twin flame or soulmate. That has been coming up quite significantly. And I do have a card here that says twin flame or soulmate. I'm not going to be too redundant. Love is on the horizon. Love is in the air has also been coming up in the readings. That's a song. I'm not sure who it's by. It's older. I may look into that and include that here in the description of this reading. Next message is, my love for you is indescribable. Didn't I say about this being indescribable, unforgettable, undeniable? So there we go. Now that's the validation and clarification. Wearing a mask. So this person may be seeing things from a jaded lens of perception, from their false self, the conditions, the cycles, the patterns, the karmic injustices, the past baggage and burdens may be causing this person to wear a mask. You may both be wearing a mask if that aligns, but more so I'm feeling that it is on this person's side. And that may just be due to the fact that while you were healing, they were stuck with the obligation and responsibility of work. And I also wanted to mention that the obligation of work for some, I feel, has been like insurmountable because of the fact that they have to financially support someone outside of themselves, either an ex-partner, children, a parent. Again, do take the messages as they are resonant. Ready to commit. So this person may not have been ready to commit in the past. They may have had to grow through and go through this refinement period in order for them to come out of it renewed. Now we have I choose you, and the you is underlined. That may also align with a song, I Choose You by Kiana Lede. If you would like to explore lyrics further, you are the rhythm of my heartbeat. The fact that there's many musical song messages or speaking now we have of the rhythm, that may mean that one or both of you may be musically inclined. You may end up finding that you are connected in a certain regard. That may even indicate the childhood dormant dream that you should explore deeper. And that's a beautiful message. You are the rhythm of somebody's heartbeat. Are you kidding me? That hits soul deep. So now we have I will love you forever. And again, you have this love has spanned lifetimes. So that is an infinite, eternal, unconditional love, right? We had that unconditional love come through. Emotionally mature. So that's you. You are emotionally mature. But this person, once they grow through what it is that they need to, they may actually level themselves up to be emotionally mature as well. Ooh, so now we have fumble. So they fumbled you in the past, and they never will do that again. They learn from their mistakes. Because remember, we had that card come through that said they will never waver or wager you, this connection, or your future. So there was a fumble on the play. And that was on their end, right? Because they were asking for forgiveness, or basically telling you that they have lived in regret every day since not being in communication with you. Now we have eye contact. So again, with that love at first sight, but eye contact, the level of depth that they see within your eyes, even through pictures, the light that you shine, essence of that unconditional love shines through your eyes and cannot be denied. And that may be between the two of you. It may even be that the level of depth that your eyes hold is so deep that this person can't look you in the eye Now we have financial burdens. So, one or both of you, again, this is validation and clarification that you may have or you may now currently be dealing with financial burdens, but those cards came through that you will be overcoming and you will be moving into a career, job, or position that allows for you to receive financial gain. So now we have triggered. This person may be triggered when they remote view you, if they see that you are in connection with someone else, if you are a content creator and you are speaking truth and maybe they have not openly expressed their truth, it's a bit triggering to them. Now we have text, message, email, or social media message that indicates that this reunion will occur by a text message, an email, or a social media message, though that may not align with everybody. So, again, only take what applies. Hidden feelings. Of course, this is a secret admirer with hidden emotions that never opened up to you. Either you had some awareness of how they felt and they never fully opened up to you in regards to that. They live in regret and in remorse about that as well, because of course they fumbled you. So that's a part of that fumble. They did not come to you in the fullness of who it is that they were. They did not express these deep seated emotions that they have for you. But I also just wanted to state the fact that you are twin flames or soulmates. Some of these things may be a shared togetherness because more often than not, we are mirrors to one another. So if something aligns or applies for one, it may for both, but it does not have to. So again, do only claim the messages that pertain to you and your specific situation. So now we have equal balance. Ooh, and I love that. That just reminds me of like the yin yang twins, equal yin and yang, twin flames. You guys are both equal. Is you are my happy place, my home, all wrapped up in one. And I believe that that may even be a title to one of the readings that I had done prior. That message continues to present itself in my awareness within these readings. So if you are feeling the call, you may look into that reading as well. There may be messages that align. This next one continues to come out as well. So that allows for me to know that I am aligning with the right energy here of my beautiful, lovely love collective. This one says, I want to travel, explore, and play with you. So this person may travel for work, but irregardless, they want to have an equal work-life balance with you, and they want to take you with them everywhere that they go. Now we have, I'm sorry for ever hurting you. If given the chance, I promise to make it up to you. I love you. So this person is acknowledging the fact that they hurt you. They may not have even been aware of the level of hurt that affected and impacted you at that time, but they may have somehow been brought to the awareness of that. What I'm feeling is that there were many tears shed, and that's not easy to process or to grow through either. So, on top of having to ascend, evolve, and expand the normal, quote unquote, baggage and burdens, this was also something that was put on you. It was a weight that was put on your shoulders, and they feel really sorry. They feel very remorseful. They live in regret every day, knowing that they hurt you, and they want to make it up to you. They promise to make it up to you, and if you allow for them to, they will. And they want you to know definitively, without a shadow of a doubt, that they love you. So now we have flowing, not forcing. Allow for things to flow. Be in your flowful energy. Don't force yourself to do anything that is not resonant for you. The person also needs to move into that flowful energy and get out of forcing. Again, with that surrender that came through in the message from before, now we have ghosting. So this person fumbled and ghosted you. The ghosting might just be more than the fumble. So they may have fumbled you in the past and they may have ghosted you just recently. Or it may align that both the fumbling and the ghosting were in the past. It may be all three, that the fumbling, the ghosting were in the past, but also here again now. It may mean that when this person comes in, you know your true value and worth, and you are not going to allow for yourself to receive anything less than what it is that you deserve and you desire. You may not be seeing this person from the highest vantage point of perspective because you're wearing a mask due to what it is that has occurred within this connection prior to you coming back into reunion. Again, do take the messages as they apply. And our last clarifying and validating message here says, find your true calling and life's purpose. Again, that may line with the childhood dormant dreams and this divine counterpart as well in terms of music. So I know that that was an abundance of messages to receive. You have been here for my other readings. I have a blended deck with mystical magical messages, zodiac signs, and love messages. I just want to see, I'm going to set the intention that we get more zodiac signs and messages that align, because obviously there's several threads of energy here with you guys that will be tuned in. So that means that more than one zodiac sign may align. Of course, we already had Libra and Cancer. And in fact, I did not receive any zodiac signs here. I may shuffle again. But the first one we have is my favorite place is inside of your hug, XOXO, and there's a pink rose. So roses or the color pink may align. It says your arms truly are my favorite place to be, making every moment feel special. Your hugs are warm, comfort, safety, home, love, and protection, but most of all, silently engulf my entirety, bringing to me a calming sense of inner peace. And there's no place I'd rather be than in your loving arms. So remember, we had this message come through already with your hugs are warm and they're home. So that is validating and clarifying that. Now we have be true to who you are. This is a mystical magical card, and there is a star above and a star below. So as above, as below. Honor and trust your vision. Remember, we had that message come through. As well, when you are able to work through that with which is no longer serving, you can see things from the highest vantage point of love and pull yourself back from just seeing the small picture. Allow for yourself to be true to who it is that you are at all times, regardless of this person, how they come in, what it is that they have to say. And the last one before I shuffle again is also flowers. So there are carnations and they are more muted in color. So they're pink, but they're like a blush pink. Love is not finding someone to live with, it's finding someone you can't live without. This quote suggests that love is more than just companionship. It's an essential part of one's life that cannot be replaced. It's about finding a soulmate that becomes an integral part of your being. You stand next to someone not out of obligation, but because you can't imagine standing next to anyone else. So love is not an obligation. It's finding someone that you can't live without. And that's indicating that that's how you both feel in regards to one another. All right, spirit guides, please give me some zodiac signs that may align. Oh my gosh. I don't think I got, oh wait. Okay, so we did get one, but we did get more love messages here. And this one actually aligns with the sunrise or the sunset because that's what it's being shown on the card. My days and nights begin and end with you, and there's two heart hands coming together. I just wanted to mention Alicia Keys, No One. It's like through the days and nights, I don't worry because everything's going to be all right. That's what's coming in my mind. You fill my days, nights, and in between moments with a purposeful light. So if you are feeling the call, you may look into the lyrics of that song for messages that may align. With a purposeful light and deep soul bond connection of divine, unconditional, infinite love, the moments we share together are by far my favorite each and every day, and I can't wait to spend my life with you today, tomorrow, and always. So I have a little trinket that says today, tomorrow, and always. That may indicate that I might pull some trinkets here to see if we get that for it to align. But again, with the infinite deep soul bond, no one can compare to you. This is an unconditional soul, deep soul bond and connection. The moments that you have, again, are by far their favorite. So you are their favorite. You are their everything. And they can't wait to spend life with you. So now we do have Virgo as another zodiac sign that is coming through here. I apologize, I was not able to get any more. That is for a reason. These are the specific zodiac signs that align, and I can't give you anything more than that. So now we have you touched me more profoundly than I ever thought you could. I love you. And there's a red rose, it says made with love, and there's a black heart on the front. The level of depth you took me to touched me soul deep. I never imagined that a love like ours existed. You came in and knocked the wind from my breath and knocked me right off my feet. I love you infinitely for eternity. Ooh, that is so sweet. But again, with this level of depth, and reaching and meeting each other soul deep, they are mind blown over you, and they will love you infinitely. So now I'm going to see if I can pull some trinket messages. Did pull another zodiac sign here in the trinkets. It's Gemini. In a reading, it's black on one side, white on the other side, and that means that it may be an unconventional bond in a certain regard. There may be cultural differences, wealth differences, racial differences. You may live on entirely different sides of the world. Now we have Virgo spelled out in a little sticker. So Virgo came through this reading twice. So far, that's the significant zodiac sign. Now we have a message that reads irresistible, kiss, love letters, compromise, you plus me, happiness, yours truly, hold my hand. So the fact that it says love letters and compromise, those words are sticking out to me. But irresistible kiss, like again, with this person and how they feel about your body, the love letters with the communication that has come through and that they ghosted you and fumbled you with, or will, because they said that there is communication coming and reunion is near. You are their happy place and their home all wrapped up in one, and they can't wait to hold your hand. Even, I don't know if there are moments that you feel yourself holding your hands in a certain regard. That may be them coming through in your energy field to give you that comfort and support when you least expect it or know it. Now we have be humble. So allow for yourself to remain in humility in regards to how you move and connection with this person. Love is when two people know that being together makes life more complete. So instead of thinking that you are complete by yourself, uh, you both have the cognitive awareness that being together makes life more complete. Now we have a dollar sign. So again, with the money moves and how you will be upgrading in that regard. Now we have hope. So again, with the wonder, imagine hope, hidden emotions came through in a heart. You are my world, forever yours. So again, with that infinite, eternal, deep, loving soul bond. Now we have fill your day with joy, and there's 2 stars on it, again with the starseed light worker and warriors. I want to be improbable and afraid of nothing as if I had wings. Remember, we had like that somebody was fearful to come through and speak with you. That may even be in regards to you as far as fear. Now we have the number 38 that may align with an age, though it doesn't have to. And if 38 doesn't align, then the number 11 or the month of November may align there. Now we have live well, laugh often, love much. This person wants to see you in more lighthearted energy, and you may not be in that energy right now, but they want you to live well, to laugh, to love, to show up in the highest level for yourself. Now we have Taurus as another zodiac sign, the number 36. So for ages, one of you may be 38 and one of you may be 36 when you come into alignment or realignment with one another. But again, if that 36 doesn't align, number 9 or the month of September may align. And now we have Sagittarius as another zodiac sign. Your magic. I've got the magic in me. Dun, 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 I got the magic. I'm gonna have to look up who sings that. Ooh, and I'm getting goosebumps. I know it was from one of them singing movies. Oh my gosh, I can't remember the name, but you are the magic within this connection. And we've even had messages come through in other readings. It didn't come out here, where you were like the spark of ignition to keep this flame alive for you guys. So that might fit and align there with that. Now, as an angel number, we have 444. So you may look that up as to how it may align or apply for you in terms of love. So you could look it up if you're single, in a relationship, or within this reading as a twin flame or soulmate connection. We have the number 3 that may indicate a third party, that there are 3 people involved within this connection, or it may align with the month of March. And now we have to the world, you may be one person, but to one person, you may be the world. I love that. I've never gotten that ever before in my trinket messages. Time flies when you're having fun. So life is going to be infinitely better and brighter once you reconnect and align with one another. And our last trinket message, and to close out this reading, is I admire you. So that's pretty special and significant. I'm going to come through here again and say Virgo is the significant zodiac sign that appeared in this reading. And thank you so very much for joining me here. Again, this is my only social media. You will find me here on YouTube only at Sacred Love 8. If what it is that I do, how it is that I read aligns for you, I would love to have you be a part of my lovely love sacred tribe community. As well, if you are interested in a mini, extended, or personal reading, you may visit ko-fi.com/sacred love, and you will find my extended readings, ways that you can purchase a mini or tailored personal reading, to where you may choose whatever tools align for you to use in your tailored reading. And in fact, I do have a video of, I believe it's over 25 different tools that I utilize within my readings for you. So if you're feeling the call, you may go to my playlist that has that video in about me, and see from there what tools you would like to utilize. Again, thank you for your presence here, and I look forward to what Spirit has for you next.